Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We go, Kalai! 180! Push him back! Push him back!
Now the third leading rusher of the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, his sixth touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for Alex Collins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's into the clear. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 7-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check. Show it. Maverick. Pilot, 64, weak. 57 to Mike. Go, 12, go.
From the gun, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
368. Tight right. Hey. 4 down. Here you go, Cam. 24's the mic. We own them. Hey, Charlie. We're good.
From the 27, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, Bernard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check it out.
On second down, Collins. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hands up. BAT. Hey, mark the screen. 1, 2, 2. Move.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Gurley. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. Oh, what a move. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. No.
3rd and 2. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go. You got tape. Hands up.
Dalton here from the gun. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
So Dalton now able to get away, fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. He was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clay Matthews picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And he's going to go down again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the gun, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
brings up second down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on second down. Dalton eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Dalton, he completes it to Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Don't be scared of it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Yeah, fight this. Oh, here we go. Oh.
From the gun, Dalton. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
And Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
368.
To throw again on second down. Dalton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Andy Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, running here with Bernard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run forward with Collins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, help.
From the gun, Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. 18 yards to pick up there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Let's go.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 51. Heavy.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
SOS. Check three. Here go, 368. 2-by-2. Move. Tighten up. 6-6. Pull it high.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. Here's Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10.
Chance. 2-by-2. Move. Regular.
From the gun, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Brown. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Show 12, go.
Throwing now, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Check double team. Check double team. Sick guy. Check. Ric Flair. Check.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go tonight. 20. A bomb. A bomb. A bomb. 45. Hey, tight. Hey, check right 45. Check right. Hey, Alpha. 45 is the mark. 12. 45 is the mark. Hey, tonight.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. Operating from the gun. Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal.
Mike 50. Mike 50. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Goff going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On the draw, this is Henderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, Enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.